Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you? It is so good to see you. Happy Friday. We were actually going to paint our window today, but it's cold. This girl is not going to stand out there in the cold. It was raining this morning. Let me open my blinds at least so I can let a little bit of daylight in here for you. How are you guys? I'm so glad you guys are here with me right now. Let me know if you are catching the replay because I still would love to chat with you guys. We are going to do something fun today. I have lots of announcements for you. So let me make sure that I have comments pulled up. Hello, Angel. Hello, Marissa. Marissa, there is no item of the weekend because we have a retirement sale going on. So that is taking place of the item of the weekend. I did approve your post and tell you that inside the VIP group. So make sure you go check that out. But um, we are having a retirement sale. What does that mean? Man, oh man. We have 544 items in the shop and 140 of them are retiring. We're clearing them out to make way for new. There is still going to be lots of stuff in the shop for you. Um, if you type shop, it'll send you the link and you'll be able to go right there. So if you do that, when you hop onto the page, there is a banner at the top about our Fruits of the Spirit workshop that I really want to invite you guys to come and be a part of. It is starting in a little more than a week and it is going to be transformational. I just know it. And we're going to talk about some of the things that we're going to be talking about in there right now. Okay. We're going to put together these adorable fruits. Look at these. This is the pineapple. I'm going to show you how to put them together because they're going to come like this. And so you may look at that and be like, what in the world? You can't find the discount code for the month? If you want to send me a message, I can send it to you. Okay. It is in the VIP group pinned to the very top and it says it's for March, but we just kind of we just moved it through April. So if it says March, it does work for April as well, but it is pinned to the top of that group over there. So I'm so glad to see you guys today. Like I said, we were going to paint the window. We're going to have to push that off to another day because it's just a little cold out there. And I'm already going to have to um, sit out in it for 2 baseball games. So I don't want to sit out any more than what we're going to do tonight. You guys, it's Good Friday. It's Good Friday. I wrote a blog post about why did we call it Good Friday? It's because there is goodness coming, you guys. Easter is coming, the resurrection is coming, and I just want you to sit with what today means, what this entire week has meant to. I have not gotten the crabapple tree yet, but I think he's agreed. I think I have him on board, Connie. I think I do. I think I do. All right. So I want to talk to you about, we're going to put together these little fruits today. This one's a pear. I'm going to show you how it goes together. This one is a lemon, which is going to be so fun. And then we have a little strawberry. And then we have an apple. And then we have a pineapple. Okay. Check these out. Whoops. Hold on. Aren't they adorable? I'm going to kind of give you guys some ideas of how you can use these in your home, why you should have them in your home. And I don't want you guys to think that we are just painting fruit cutouts, okay? These are going to be reminders. Each one of these is carrying a message, kind of like a whisper of your values that you are trying to grow into, okay? And that's what we're going to dig into a lot inside the Fruit of the Spirit workshop. And I would love to have you guys. If you are in the VIP group, remember you get this workshop for free. Amen. So we all need like little nudges throughout the day to remind us to lead with love, to stay patient, to hold on to joy. And so while these fruits may be small, I want them to be visual anchors for the kind of life that you're trying to grow into. Okay. And we're going to talk about each one as we go through and kind of how to use these so that you actually see the purpose of what I want you to take from them. Okay. Um, Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. So good to see you guys. Good afternoon, Winona. So good to see you. All right. So, when you get these and how they go together, you should not have to glue them at all. They're going to be pretty snug. They're going to be pretty tight. You can see I'm holding this one up and it's not coming apart. This one is the same. The strawberry. The apple does kind of want to come out a little bit. Whoops. But if you want to put a little bit of glue on it, you can, but you don't need to. And then this is the pear. I'm going to put I'm going to put them all together and we're going to paint them while they are put together. Okay. And we're going to use our favorite Afraid Not paint. I have some already pulled out that we're going to use. But what we want to do, this is what each one is going to look like. Okay. You're going to have slots that are different sizes for each one. And so these two are going to go together. Okay. You have this one that's a little bit bigger up here and then smaller. And then this one has two. So that's going to go just like this. And it might be a snug fit. Okay. You see that? Now this one goes next. And we're just going to put it right there in the middle. Okay. We're going to maneuver it down so it slides right in. And this one is the top one. If you have like the pineapple doesn't have like a leaf part, like the top of the pineapple is on every cutout. But like this pear, you have this leaf cut out. The lemon, you have this leaf cut out. And then you have the little stem on the strawberry. And then you also have the leaf cut out for the apple. That is the last piece that you're going to put in. Okay. That is the last piece that you're going to put in. These are sold in a bundle. So let me go ahead and pop the link in here for you guys. Hold on. Let me move some buttons here. These are in the new release section. So if you, hold on. Let me get back to it. If you, here you go. Thank you, Dixie. This is a link just directly to the shop. Windy and gloomy in Illinois. It's windy and gloomy here too, Desiree. That's why we're not outside painting the window, because I was not ready for it. And it was 80 yesterday, you guys, and it's like 50 today. So these are in the new release section. When you hop over to that link that I just posted, it's taking you to the main page. The very top, it's going to talk about our workshop that's coming up. Now, that's going to be April 28th, 29th, and 30th. It's a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But if you can't join us, you guys still will have all the replays. And so I don't want maybe you missing one of the lives to be a deterrent for you to not join us, because you can definitely catch those replays. You can watch them instantly, and they're going to be available to you for 30 days, unless you are inside the VIP group, where it will be available permanently. Okay. Indefinitely. So here we go. We're going to put this one in up here and maneuver it down. Aren't these so cute? It is cloudy, windy here. It's just not warm. All right. So we have our apple and a strawberry. Let's go ahead and do those first. Our apple, I think we have a holly berry or we have a red barn. I think I want the holly berry. And then we're going to add a little bit of red to the carnation for the strawberry. Okay. And then for the green stem, I think we should use cactus. I think we should use this lighter color cactus. What do you guys think? All right, let's go ahead and do this. Ooh, I think I like that color. Let me see what this one is. Yeah, this one's a little bit darker, kind of like, well, it's called a red barn. So I was going to say kind of like a brick red color. All right, let's go ahead and pour some of it out, and we're going to paint these all together. Now, like I said, if they want to slip apart for you, you can definitely throw a little hot glue in there. Because like this one might, it's wanting to slip a little bit right there. So we're going to do this. We're just going to put a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue there, and just let that sit for a minute. But the rest of them I don't really need to glue because they're sticking pretty well. How is everybody doing? Do you have big plans for the weekend? I have a friend. We are seeing her for her birthday tomorrow. Probably going to do some plant shopping. And then we have to do some Easter grocery shopping because Easter is Sunday. And then we're going to probably celebrate Easter again next weekend with Oliver. Why am I painting them together instead of separate? It's going to be easier for me. Hello, Regina. Versus holding each piece. You can definitely paint them individually if you wanted. You could scrapbook paper them, although scrapbook paper is going to make it really tight for you to put together. So you're really going to have to maneuver it together a little bit more. But it's just going to be easier for me, I feel like, because we're going to paint all the edges. Okay. You see all those edges there that where we have our burn laser, all of those we want painted. All right, here we go. These are going to be so adorable. I actually cannot wait. Let's go ahead and paint the edges first. So our edges are probably going to take a couple coats because you just have that burnt color that just from the laser itself that's burning the wood to actually cut it. And if you wanted to paint this white first, you definitely could. But Marissa, I think it's just going to keep my hands cleaner. Honestly, that's the only reason I'm doing it that way, okay? You're having Easter at your in-laws and visiting your mom working on Saturday. Oh, happy birthday to your grandson, Vicky. Anne's doing Easter brunch on Sunday. Hello, Brianna. You like the idea of painting them all together? I do too. It just seems so much easier today to me. So here's what I want you to learn about the apple. And what I'm sharing with you right now is just a small snippet of what we are going to be learning, what we are going to be doing inside of our workshop, okay? So for your apple, love is foundational. It literally needs to be the foundation of our life. So just like this apple, just like an apple is a fruit that we can always come back to. Love is steady, sweet. It's a starting point for everything. And so when you look at the apple, I want you to remember that love is the foundation of everything. Steady, sweet. Apples are steady. They are always sweet. They are always bringing us nourishment. And so I just love being able to use, and love is, we typically the color that you use with love is red. And so I thought, what better fruit to signify love than an apple? I am thinking scrapbook paper would look really good on these. Um, so if you want to do something like that, by all means, go ahead, share a picture with a group because I would love to see it. But think about, you could do some whimsical scrapbook paper. You could even find some scrapbook paper that has apples on it and put it on the apple. Okay, so we're probably going to do a couple coats here on most of these, especially on the edges where we really, really, really want them covered. Like right here. All of those spots, let's get them covered. Let's let this one dry and then we'll come back to it and do a second coat. Okay? Look at the apple. Is that not the cutest thing ever? I absolutely love it. Okay, so here's what I want you to think about. Um, like where you can use these. Some of you might be thinking, man, I don't even know like why I would get the fruits and where I would use them. So think about like maybe as a table centerpiece. Um, and just always reminding you what you've learned about each fruit when you see it. Okay. This could be, you can put them in a tray, in a crate, or a bowl. So it's instant decorations for your home with a little bit of heart behind it. And that's what I want kind of everything that we do here on the page. I want you to just kind of remember that there's so much heart behind them. What about your desk? What if you had one of these fruits on your desk at work? You can have any of them, but what if you had one of these on your desk at work? I think we're going to do the strawberry. That's a lot. I think we're going to do the strawberry and we're just going to add a little bit of red, not a lot. Um, because I really like the pink. And I think I'll just use some of the, well, let's just go ahead. I don't need that much pink. Let me put some of that pink back up. So think about if you had this on your desk at work and people would be like, why do you have a lemon on your desk? So then you can talk to them about what it means. It's perfect for keeping your values front and center because you're going to see it every single day and you're going to remember what the lemon means. And the lemon means patience. Okay. Lemons are bold. Lemons are zesty, not vesty, but they take time to grow and even longer to sweeten when they're cooked. So they remind you that patience has a very quiet strength. So you can talk about that when you may have a coworker that comes up and is like, why do you have a lemon there? Why do you have a pear there? What does that mean? So it's a way that you can um, just share what you're learning with other people. I love it. This pink looks, oh, I didn't mix it. Oh, well, we're just going to paint the strawberry pink. I was going to mix it and then I just didn't. I got to talking and didn't. Oh, hello, Nova. You need to move. You can't sit there and put your butt in my face. Go, 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 go. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get all these edges painted really close and then we'll go back in and fill in all of the sections. So what about the strawberry? Strawberries represent kindness. No, do not bite the cord. Novely. Thank you. She got the look. She got the mom look. We've talked about the seeds before, with the bear or the seed, not the, we've talked about strawberries before, and we talked about their seeds and, how they are carried on the outside of them and what seeds are you planting into the world as you go through your days. But they also represent kindness. Strawberries are small, but they just have such a big impact, even though they're small. And so there are just a little reminder that even the tiniest acts of kindness can have the biggest impact. Okay. These would look really cute in the dough bowl. Yay! VIP box arrived. I love them. I love it. I love it. Do we have anything to print for the workshop? There is a free banner that is a printable and it is inside the workshop. Cheryl, have you joined it yet? But there is a banner that you can print and we're going to be putting it together. Or you do also have the option to purchase a wooden banner. Okay. So all of that is inside the workshop. Once you get in there, you'll be able to see all of that goodness. If you want the wooden banner, it needs to be ordered by next Tuesday in order for you to have it for the workshop. Now, you can order it after that, but I just can't guarantee that it would be. Oh, we missed a couple. I can't guarantee that you would have it in time for the workshop. All right, we're gonna let this one dry. It has pretty good coverage on it, but we're gonna let it dry a little bit more. And I just love that it's pink. It's so cute. Napkins would be amazing, Marissa. I love that idea. The paint I'm using does have better coverage than the Crafters Collection. You can see what it looks like on the edges of this, um, because it's considered a chalk paint. Strawberry is your favorite fruit. I love it. I love it. All right. Since we have the red out, we're going to go back to the apple and go ahead and paint it. But let's make sure that we get it dry. So you can put these in a table centerpiece, in a little dough bowl, and maybe in your kitchen. If you have a tiered tray, these would be really cute. You could also, like I said, use them at your desk, wherever you work, or as office decor. Another thing is that you could put these next to where you have your prayer time, okay? And let each fruit guide your prayer time. Like, did you live like the strawberry today? Were you exhibiting kindness and all the things? How did you live with love today when you look at the apple? Okay. So I want you to think about that. Did you choose joy? Because one of them is joy. Another way that you can use these is in your kitchen. Like I said, you can put them near your fruit bowl or a coffee station where life happens most. And so they're going to be just a great reminder to you of the lessons that we can learn from each one. These are also really good gifts. You could split these up into 5 different gifts and put a little note with them about what you have learned, what these fruits mean, and share it with someone else who um, maybe hasn't taken the workshop, maybe um, doesn't even really know, have a relationship with Jesus. But this is how you can definitely be a good steward and a good, oh gosh, what's the word? A good, completely, completely lost my, it completely lost my word there. A good, servant of sharing what you believe in and how I just love the symbolism of these. All right, this one's almost done. Let's do one more quick coat in the middle of all of them. Let it dry really good. Again, you don't have to paint these individually. Or I'm sorry, you don't have to paint them like this. You can paint them individually. You can scrapbook paper them. You can napkin them, napkinize them, whatever you want to do. It might be, I mean, you're having to get way down in here, but I don't think they're difficult to paint when they're put together. And honestly, I think it's keeping my hands cleaner. Okay, I think I got a pretty good coat on all of it. I think so. How's that look? I think I got a pretty good coat on all of it. Nicole. So that this is love. This is kindness. Okay, we're going to dig into that a lot more. So think about gifting. You can separate these 5 fruits into gifts, split the set up, and bless friends with each fruit with a little note tied to it about what you learned about what that fruit signifies. Okay. And like I said, you can put these around your wherever you sit and have your prayer time. You can put them on your desk at work. And when people are like, why do you have a strawberry there? That's a great conversation starter. If you, I would be very careful about the pineapple because the pineapple has other things that it means, which we won't go into because that's not what we do here on the page. I would keep the pineapple at home. Okay. But what if you had a lemon sitting on your desk? Just a lemon with maybe a picture of your family. What like that's gonna make somebody stop and ask. Oh, Sandy, I'm so glad you were able to join the live too today. Dixie got her VIP box yesterday. She did all she could with the frame for now. I'm so glad. She's so glad that she got one of those. I love it, Dixie. I love it. I'm so glad that you got it. Will there be a printed explanation of each fruit available? I can do that. Absolutely. Yes, I can absolutely do that. Desiree says if she doesn't get paint on her, she feels like she hasn't done anything. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Right? Nicole knows what I'm talking about. It is wild with the pineapple. The things that the world comes up with, I'm telling you, crazy. Um, so if you were to have this little strawberry on your desk at work and someone were to ask you about it, this is a great opportunity to just share what kindness is and maybe share some scripture with it. I am going to be giving scripture with each one inside the workshop. And so that's a great way for you to um, maybe write that scripture down, print it out, whatever you want to do so that you have it. And then, like I said, you can gift it away. I just think these are adorable. All right, we got a pretty good, let's cover up here at the bottom. All right, I think those are pretty good. So this is the carnation color from Afraid Not, my dear friend Nicole. She's actually on here right now. So this is the carnation color. And this one was the hollyberry. Yeah, this one was the hollyberry. So we're going to set these over here to dry for just a second. Let's see. I think I got pretty good coverage on that. What do you think? Look at that coverage. That chalk paint covers up those laser burned edges so nicely. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I'm getting pink on my pineapple here now. All right, we don't want that. All right, so what are we going to do next? I think we're done with the red. I think we're done with the pink, so we're going to get rid of those. Oh, I think I'm going to do the pear in this cottage green color. Let's do that. Let's bring out some cottage green and do the pear in that. Anybody know what you can learn from the pear? Does anybody have any ideas of maybe there's so many things that you can learn from this, and each of the things that I'm talking to you about right now is not what I'm teaching you inside the workshop. Okay. Now, the symbolism is like the apple is love. We're still going to say the apple is love inside the workshop, but I'm going to talk to you about bringing it to life in different ways. Okay. Hello, Deb. Ooh, these would look neat covered in Epsom salts or diamond dust for a frosty look. Yes, like home interiors. Anybody else here? I loved some home interiors. Did you know that I used to sell home interior? Home interior and party light. All right, let's get close to the top here and then we'll go back in and do all the edges. So does anybody know what the pear may signify? Today, I want to talk about how the pear signifies gentleness. Okay. Look how great that's covering. Gentleness. Prayers are soft and calming. Okay. So this one reminds me, when you look at it, it kind of reminds you if it's calming and soft, maybe it reminds you to respond with grace, especially when life feels pretty rough around the edges. I think everybody's life feels pretty rough around the edges right now. That's just kind of the state that our world is in. And so go be like a pear, gentleness, responding with grace. And so maybe if this is on your desk at work, it reminds you, maybe you are in customer service. Customer service is a difficult position to be in because you deal with mostly angry people. And so it would be good to have a reminder of a pair on your desk that reminds you to respond with grace. Because you guys, it is completely. We're thinking the car was togetherness. What do you mean about the car togetherness? Did you mean the pair? You still have some bunny figurines from Home Interior? I probably still have some stuff from Home Interior too. So the pair is a reminder of gentleness. But again, inside the workshop, we're going to be talking about it differently. And these are just my takes on the things that we are creating for our home and how we can just give them some symbolism. Um, There are so many things that we can create for our home and do as gifts. And to me, there's just so much more meaning and so much more value when there is some symbolism behind it, when there is a story behind it. And you guys, this page is all about crafting your story. We have the ability to do that with everything that we touch, including the things that we craft. And so I want you to remember that and remember the stories that come along with it and how you can use those stories in your life and have them shine through so people see that gentleness inside you. When someone asks, "Oh, do you know so and so?" You could be like, "Yes, I do." And she exemplifies the characteristics of a pair. A pair is definitely different than a car. I figured what you were talking about. We're gonna do a little bit more here. You don't get rid of stuff easily. I will tell you that I am a tosser. Is there anybody else in here that's a tosser? I'm a tosser. My husband, um, there's pros and cons to being a tosser, obviously. I've tossed some things in my craft room that I've had for years, and I'm like, I'm not going to use that. And then lo and behold, when you get rid of it, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I could use it right now. Um, but if we haven't used something in a long time, you need to be careful letting it around me because I am a tosser. I will definitely. You guys, this cottage green, Nicole, this is perfect for this pair. Is that what it's called? Cottage green? Yeah, this is perfect for this pair. I absolutely love it. All right, we got one more little section here. Do you guys see how I'm painting all this and I'm not getting my hands dirty at all? Now, if you were to paint these all separately, you'd be a mess. Because of the way that these fruits come together, you definitely want to paint all of the little laser burned edges. Oh, nope, we still have more. I was getting ahead of myself. Hold on. All right. And I think this is the last one. And then we'll go back over our edges one more time. There's a couple of them I haven't hit a second time. Those look pretty good. Well, I'm rolling it around here and now I'm transferring the red onto it. I'm gonna have to clean my table off here in just a second. Let's just hold it up. You love this color? I think it's a really good color. I mean, that's a great color for the pair, don't you think? They just remind me of a quiet strength. Cheryl says she's a tosser. Well, she said toaster. That was probably a typo, I'm assuming. Oh, the Denim Days collection. I remember that. Oh man, I do remember that. All right, there's that one done. So cute. Let's check these. They're dry. That pink looks really good. And that red looks really good. So much cuteness, you guys. All right, let's clean this up so I don't transfer because we're going to move on to the yellow now. And I don't want any of these darker colors being on my yellow. You like the split screen, Deb? Good. I like it. I did have it to where the split screen was on the bottom and my face was on the top, but when the project's on the bottom, like that's where all the comments are. And so I'd rather the comments kind of be across my face than the project that I want you guys to see. Watch them while eating lunch. I hope you're having a great vacation, my friend. You're a collector craft hoarder. I think you're in good company here, Deb. Marissa says she's a tosser. Her rule of thumb is if you haven't used it in a year. I agree. All right. I think this is pretty good. I'm wondering, might be a few spots of the apple. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right. All right. So we have a yellow here, sunflower yellow, which is what I'm going to use on the pineapple. And then I'm going to take that same yellow and I'm going to add some white to it so it's a little bit brighter. And that's what we'll use on the lemon. Okay. Don't move. Oh, oop, oop. Well, I guess we got a big pineapple, so we probably need quite a bit here. Let's wipe that off the edge so the lid goes on better. Anybody know what kindness can bring? Anybody have an idea of what kindness can bring? I need some more flat brushes, I think. I might need to go shopping for some flat brushes. Oh, yeah, it's so easy, Deb. I use a program called Ecamm Live. Okay, so here's what I think I want to do with the pineapple because it's going to take a couple coats. We could paint it white first. I think we're just going to go with it. We'll just paint a couple coats on it. Let's go ahead and do all of the edges real quick. Anybody have any suggestions of what a pineapple might symbolize? Like, how can you apply that to scripture and living like we are called to do? Anybody? Happiness to yourself and others. I love that. See, here's the thing. When I ask you guys your opinion, that is how you view this. And that is why each one of these can have such different meaning because everybody takes it. I mean, everybody has their way of how they are viewing things through the experiences that you've had in your life, through the struggle, through the pain, through all of that. Our pineapple's probably going to take a couple of coats, guys. So just bear with me on this one because it may be a little bit longer. For sure. So the pineapple, to me, they stand tall. Okay. They carry joy on the inside. Okay. Even with their tough exterior, because pineapples are rough. They're like got all the little pokey things on it. These are pokey. So they are tall, but they carry joy on the inside. So even with their tough outside that they're showing to the world, they are a beautiful symbol of choosing sweetness no matter what. Okay. Connie, we might add a little bit of brown to the pineapple too. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and get it started with one coat here. And then we'll go back through and add some more color. You can add more shading. You can do whatever you want to bring these to life. Now, if you're going to scrapbook them, it is going to take a little bit more time. That's going to be a more time intensive project, I guess I should say. Pineapples scream joy to me, but they have a rough exterior. How many people do you know like that? Like maybe when you first met them, you were like, oh, they're rough around the edges. I don't know about that. But the more you got to know them, they were the sweetest person ever. Anybody know some people like that? I do. I do. And I'm sure people could say that about me. I don't typically, I'm gonna be really vulnerable here for a moment, but I don't always do best in um in-person situations. And so I always come off as being like, I don't want to say stuck up. Um, I just come off as not being friendly because I am actually really shy. So, and that's something that I've had to work on because I don't want to come off that way to anyone. And so it's something that, we all have our quirks. We all have the ways that we do things, but I'm just a little bit shyer in person. I can chat with you all day, every day online, just a little bit shyer in person. So I'm sure that you know people like that. You didn't, we're not the best at first impressions. And the thing is we should not have first impressions because they're usually wrong. How many times have you thought something of someone and then you got to know them and you're like, oh, it's not who they are at all. All right. So this one, like I said, we're going to have a couple different coats on it. So we're definitely going to need it. It's yellow. I mean, you guys know yellow is one of those colors that just takes a little bit to cover sometimes. Ooh, sunflower. Yes. You do you, Marissa. I do too. I do. But I also let the good Lord lead me because he's got me, even when I'm nervous, even when I'm scared, even when I'm like walking into a room where I don't know anybody. That's probably when it's the worst because I don't want to stand out. And so, just letting him guide me. We're going to let this one dry. It is definitely going to take a couple coats, especially around the edges. But look at that. I love it. Kim, you had someone in college tell me that she thought I was stuck up because I didn't talk in class. When we did group work, we became friends because I was able to open up. That is absolutely me. That must be why we connect, Mary. That must be why we connect. All right, let me stop fidgeting with that because I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to let it all dry. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, I have a lemon yellow that I'm going to mix with that just to brighten it up some. It's actually called dandelion petals, but you just commented to a friend that you can't tell what is on the inside by what you see on the outside. So true. So true. And that's probably way too much yellow that I need, but so I could have used that yellow um just without mixing it, but I really like the way the chalk paint covers up and adheres to the wood. So that's why I mixed it a little bit. All right, let's see. It's a little bit brighter. It's still definitely going to take a couple of coats though. So don't forget, we do have our $10 workshop where we're going to be digging into these fruits so much more. And I promise you, you're never going to look at fruit when you go to the produce section the same again. You're never going to look at it the same again. People thought you were a snob. I totally get it. I totally get it, Kim. Thank you, Rita. How do you look back at things you have painted? Well, in a perfect world, Linda, I would have them all in one spot. but I don't. Um, Obviously, if it's in the shop and I've painted it, there will be a completed picture with it. Um, Facebook is now deleting videos that are live videos that are older than 30 days old. And so YouTube is going to be your best friend. If I've done a tutorial on it, it's going to be on YouTube and it's going to just be housed over there permanently. Because I will tell you, YouTube doesn't really mess with creators and stuff like that. Just Facebook wants to have their hand in everything that we do when, I mean, I guess it is their platform, but if you have something in particular that you're looking for, just send me a message, Linda, and it's probably on my phone somewhere, and I've just haven't uploaded it. So just send me a message. We need to create like a photo album of all the finished project pieces that we've done here. That would be a big photo album. Big hearts are behind quiet voices. Your hubby's outgoing and helps you be more vocal. That's so funny, Mary, because that's totally my husband. He is the vocal one. But honestly, what I've learned is that my husband has anxiety and he's vocal as a cover up to his anxiety. He's funny, I guess. That's where his humor comes from, to kind of just help him through anxiety filled situations. He is funny, tells jokes, all of that. All right. As I assumed, these are definitely going to take a couple coats. Anybody know about the lemon? And I think I already told you this, okay? Oh, that's so good to hear, Sherry. That means he's progressing and getting better. I love to hear that. So lemons signify patience, okay? They take time to grow. And so they just remind me of a quiet strength. I already shared that with you guys. How did I do that when I wasn't even painting a lemon? All right, let's dry some of these up. Always making you laugh. It's kind of those things. Remember, one of the things that you love and fall in love with your spouse is also the things that maybe irritate you later in life, and you have to remind yourself that this is a trait that you loved. And now when they're being funny, you're like, ha ha ha, you're funny. You're kind of annoying me. But yes, he does make me laugh. Oh, the 3D bumblebees. So those were inside our VIP group, Linda. Um, I can definitely show you a picture of those. So. All right, let's put this one there. I think my favorite today is this pear. Look how cute that is. We could even, how pears can get kind of brown. You could dry brush some brown on it as well. I agree, Kim. Once you've had children, you got to stand up for those babies. And so I agree. I've definitely gotten a lot more vocal. And I honestly think that the social media has helped with that. Um, just being able to put myself out there and in a safe space, because I know you guys are here with me, but you're not like sitting right next to me. And so I think that's helped because my live events don't stress me out as much as they used to. You are so welcome, Linda. All right. I think we're going to let that dry a little bit more. I think we're going to use cactus. Should we paint the stem part brown though? Like, what do you think? Yes, Pam. It is from Afraid Not, and I can get you an affiliate link for it. I do have one. I just did not copy it to put it in the link here, but I can definitely get you one, Pam. So on all of these, we have our little stem right here. Okay, we have that little stem, and then we have the leaf. So should we paint the stem brown or should we just do it all green? He said it is just like you. You were in the room with watching my reactions to his once funny jokes. That's so true, Mary. Gotta remind myself, oh, this is why I fell in love with him. But you know what? I bet they have the same things too. Those things that they fell in love with about us can be sources of irritation later in life, and that's normal. I mean, when you're spending so much time with one person, I think that's absolutely normal. You think we should just do the stems green as well? Okay. Let's just do them all in this cactus. I don't know. Cactus or spruce? What do you guys think? We have cactus or spruce. Let's put it here. Oh, nope, I'm taking it further out of you. We're gonna get this fixed at some point in time. So the lighter green or the darker green? Hey, Roxy. Roxy, I need to know. I have your name cut. Am I painting that for you, or am I just sending it to you for you to paint? I have it cut, and I meant to send you a message. Mary says her husband agrees. He has things that we irritate them with as well. I love it. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get that yellow back out of the way. There we go. I think we should do cactus too. Marissa says cactus. Cheryl says spruce. Do them green since they are pieces of fresh fruit and not old. Great thinking, Desiree. We're going to use cactus. I don't need too much, but we are going to use quite a bit on the pineapple. And let me go ahead. This is all painted. So let me just go ahead and do another coat. But I think I'm going to use a different brush, you guys. I think I'm going to use a paintbrush or a makeup brush because I think it's really going to cover the edges a little bit easier. We're going to use this one. You'll paint it? Okay. I don't even think I asked you that. Oh, this is much better. It's so much better. Oh, now I'm live on the main page. Hold on. James called me this morning. Hey, you called me at the chiropractor this morning and now I'm live on the main page. What's wrong? Cameron's? Yep. Yep. I can send you a picture of it. It's Highlander Grog, but Cameron's is the brand. There you go. Love you. Bye. He wanted to know what our favorite coffee brand was. That was James. He's in Nashville and he wanted the coffee that we use all the time. Thank you, Barbara. Have a great rest of your afternoon, Kim. It is so good to see you, as always. Anyway, he wanted to know what our favorite coffee brand was. It's Cameron's Highlander Grog. All right, so this is covering really well now. Probably because it's the second coat and because of the paintbrush I'm using. All right, let's get all in here now. And painting with a mermaid tail just makes everything cuter, doesn't it? I mean, that just means your project's going to turn out cute. We should have some symbolism to what the mermaid tail means. You guys, I can find symbolism in everything. And I just believe that there are lessons in everything. And my husband has a little bit of he's like, not everything has a meaning. And I'm like, I believe it does. And let's set that down real quick and open this back up. You love Highlander Grog? The brand we use is Cameron's. I don't know if it's local or what, but we love Highlander Grog. Okay, I will definitely do that for you, Roxy. Barbara's Blessed Beginnings. I will definitely have to go look at it, my friend. Everybody hop over there and see what Barbara's doing. Anyway, I believe that there are lessons in absolutely everything. I just think that is the joy and how we find meaning in life. I mean, everything that we come across can make an impact on us. Okay. Ooh, Southern pecan. I haven't tried the Southern pecan. Let's see. It's kind of hard to tell which ones I've painted and which ones I haven't. There we go. So it's actually better to like come from the inside and pull out, honestly. That's what I'm figuring on these big ones here. So that we'll do that here. There we go. That does make a difference. But I still like the paintbrushes going this way, so I'll just go back over it with that. I think that this just is going to take a second coat. Like it, I don't think it's going to need 3 coats. Well, Barbara, that is exciting that you have started a new page. That's always exciting. I think a lot of us can be like a pineapple. I think until we get to know people, it can be um, intimidating. And I think that we all have just goodness on the inside, but we just don't always know how to bring it out. Um, it could be the people that we're around aren't really nurturing what needs to come out, because not everybody is your people. Not everybody is your people, and that's okay. That's okay. I used to really struggle with just wanting everybody to get along, everybody to like me. And I was always doing something to get people to like me. And it's taken it's okay that you're not for everybody. We have a light that we share with the world that not everybody can see. Okay. But I'm going to get some more yellow here. But we have a light to share. And this is how I share mine, but it's not for everybody. And so I don't want you guys to like get frustrated with that. There were many, many years of my life where I just lived frustrated with um just showing up in the way that I thought I should, I thought was right. And you guys, that keeps you further from who you are when you think it's making you closer to who you are, because you're like, well, I'm being who this person thinks I should be, but it's honestly taking you further and further away from who you were created to be. And so that's one of the things that I just want everybody to impress upon everybody on this page and through the stories that I tell is that, we all have a light we are sharing. And you continue sharing that light with everybody you see. And if there are some people that can't see that light, that's okay. That is okay. All right. So I think this is good. We have just a little bit more that I might do on the edges, but it's coming together really good. So we're gonna pause and hold off on that. Let's go ahead and do this one more time. That's where you are right now, Julie, meaning that you have accepted that or you're still struggling with that. 'Cause it is a struggle. And mine was with my family. I mean, I really, you know, I've gone into that some here on the page, but just with my brother. And here's the thing, I love my brother, but it's okay if he doesn't see my light. It doesn't diminish my light. It only diminishes that. It only diminishes your light when you let it. When you let someone else's light outshine what you bring to the world, that's when it gets diminished. Okay. But continuing to share your light with the people that um, are put in your path for a reason. I didn't quite think this through really well as far as the yellows. Yellow is just a really hard color to paint with. And we got two of our fruits that are yellow. All right. I think these are coming together absolutely adorably, though. So let me just do a recap and remind you guys. I agree, Cheryl. There are a lot of things that just you don't learn except with age. I agree. Totally agree. So make sure that you've joined the workshop. It starts a week from Monday. So we still have another week that you guys are going to hear me talking about it because I just have so much belief in what the workshop can do. Um, and our retirement sale, okay? Our VIP group got notified yesterday of our retirement sale because some of the items are limited. I just want to tell you that there are some that will end up getting sold out put on it. So make sure there's no special coupon code. There's no, but they're just going away. They're going away soon. What, baby? All right. I think the lemon looks pretty good. Oh, we missed this whole section right here. Oh, be careful. I don't want to break that little stem off. All right. I think they are good now. You signed up a couple of days ago. I'm super excited to get it started. I'm really excited to get it started, Maureen. Leanne. Ooh, we could put some green on the lemon. Be like a lemon lime. We could have definitely done it a lime as well. And I could probably, if I just sat and thought about it for a little bit, there's probably different symbolisms between limes and lemons. All right. How are we going here on this one? I think we're good. Let's go ahead and transition to doing some of the green. We may go back over and do some, and you guys, you could spray paint these as well. If you wanted to set them out and grab some yellow spray paint, by all means, use it. So, Sherry, the only thing that is the special for the weekend is that we have the whole retiring collection. So, there are 140 items. There's not technically a sale, but we just have the retirement collection. So, there's 140 items in there that are going to disappear from the shop soon. Well, Sunday at midnight is what I'll tell you. Okay. Let's use this. We'll just use a round brush here. Oh my goodness, these are going to look so precious. I love, love, love the way these fit together, and you can see them from any angle, and you know what it is. You know it's an apple, or you know it's a lemon. Oh my goodness, look how precious that looks. I love it. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love that. I think, oh, okay. You sent me an email last night? I've looked through my email this morning. I'll search it because I don't think I saw it. You're the quiet one, Kathy. That is okay. You hardly catch any of the ladies live. Man, life happens. Life happens fast. I get it. I'm so excited that you're joining us for the workshop, though. I think which is your guys' favorite? I must say that mine is the pear. I think that cottage green from Nicole's paint line is perfect for it. So, Mary, as soon as I'm done here, I have to take Parker. He's got to be at the field in about 30 minutes for his baseball game. And so hopefully I get these done. I don't know that I will get these done today. Um, but I will double check my email. I have checked everything and I don't remember seeing it, but I'll look. So I'm just making sure I'm getting all of the edges on these painted. And with the strawberry, there's a lot of little nooks and crannies here. But this green, I think is really, like, it's covering it in one swipe of the brush. We've talked a lot about strawberries this month. Absolutely precious. Okay. Oh, it's so precious. Look at the little strawberry. I love it. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Oh, I will double check for you, Mary, because I don't remember seeing it, but like most of your emails come to my um inbox, but sometimes that stuff goes to spam. I don't know. I don't know the rhyme or the reason on that sometimes, but it is what it is. Kathy says she loves Nicole's paint. She has quite a few of them. Yes, my friend. I love them. It's still pretty wet. We might have to come back and finish these. Parker's going to be like, Mom, you're supposed to take me at 2 o'clock. How much are these fruits? They are 24 for all of them. It's actually a lot of wood. It doesn't look like it, but it is a lot of wood. I'm going to go ahead and do the green on our pineapple, but I'm probably going to put a second or a third coat of this um, yellow on it. I think it's just going to look better if I do. I think it's fine, but now this one's going to be fun because we have all these edges here. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what it's going to look like. This green, this is the spruce, and it is covering very well, though. All right. See? So we got the green, and then the edges are done, too. You almost have almost every color of Nicole's paint. I think I do, too, now. Actually, I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I have 25, and I don't know how much she has, but I know that I did not purchase all of them, but I will. I really like them. I definitely will. It's very, very good quality paint. We probably are going to have to finish these another time. I can hear Parker getting ready up there. I'm at the mercy of his schedule right now. I know you guys have been there with kids. Uh, and man, I'm embracing it because he's the last one. Someday I'm not going to have kids to take to baseball. And, you know, he has no desire to drive. He has a learner's permit, but I still take him to work, take him to school. And so I'm good with it. Someday, someday, I'll be begging my grandkids, can I please take you to school? Because it goes fast for sure. Isn't this cute? Look at that. The life of a mom. Amen. Lee, how are you? Oh, did I say spruce? I am using the cactus green. I am using the cactus green. I am. Look how cute that pineapple is going to look. Is that not the cutest thing ever? So here is our, let me get this paint off my hands because I've got yellow on it because that yellow was still wet. I'm going to show you these and we are going to have to come back and redo or finish them because I do got to take Parker somewhere. But here is your little apple. You remember what the apple share was? Does anybody remember what the apple was? Love. Okay. Love is foundational. Okay. Love is foundational. And then we have the pear. I think the pear is my favorite. Look how good that looks. Gentleness. Pears are soft and calming. And so they remind you that respond with grace. Okay. And then we have the strawberry. Where did my strawberry go? Here's my strawberry. Kindness. They are small, but they pack a big punch. Strawberries are so powerfully sweet, and they're a sweet reminder that even the small acts of kindness matter the most. Yes, I will do that, Linda, as soon as I get off. Well, I'm going to take Parker to practice, and then I will do that, okay? And then we have the lemon, patience, the quiet strength, okay? They remind me of patience, the quiet strength. And then we have our pineapple, which is joy. They are rough around the edges, but they are a beautiful symbol of choosing sweetness no matter what. So, in the upcoming workshop, we are going to dive deep into each of these fruits, plus more, because there's 9 of them, into how they show up in our lives. But even just learning scripture that goes along with them. And remember where you can use these. We talked about using them on your table centerpiece, your favorite fruit or strawberries. I love them. In your desk or office, think about if you had this little strawberry on your desk at work and people would be like, "Oh, that's cute. What's that for?" And then you could share what strawberry is, what it means to you, because here's the thing, if I'm going to be teaching you guys kind of what these things symbolize, you may come up with something completely different. What I think it symbolizes may prompt something in you that you're like, oh my gosh, I love thinking about it in this way. Okay. You're going to have scripture with each one of them that we're going to dig into. And Lee from the Turquoise Valentines just hopped on here a couple seconds ago. She is actually the one who told me to do the Fruits of the Spirit workshop last year. Last year in our mastermind, we were together and she's like, Beth, you need to do a Fruit of the Spirit workshop. And I'm like, that's a really good idea. So I didn't work it in last year, but I knew it was going to be on my calendar for this year. So, you can thank Lee for all of that. And then, kitchen accents. You can put them near your fruit bowl, just where life happens most, which is the kitchen, and just having it be a symbol, a reminder to you to bring joy to any situation that may be a little bit challenging, maybe a little bit rough around the edges. I know we all have um relationships that feel like the pineapple, prickly and just really rough, but there's sweetness on the inside of every single one of those relationships. And so, what does that look like? How are you bringing that into your life today? And then the apple, what do those mean? These would also be a really fun visual way. Like if you are doing like Bible studies, if you wanted to do a Bible study over these, or this would be really great. If you want to do a Bible study on these, send me a message because I can give you a discount if you order 5 or more of these, because these would be really fun to paint with a group of women, do a Bible study with them, and just as a visual reminder of the biblical values that we are called to emulate, to glorify every single day. Ooh, blinging them with rhinestones. That would be so pretty. That's amazing, Dixie. So, while these fruits may be such simple things, I want you to remember that they hold so much truth. And if you are loving the idea of how we create with purpose, I want you to join our workshop. Okay. You VIP members that are on here, you get it. Okay. I want you to go over and join that group because you have access to it. It's going to start a week from Monday, but that workshop is where we're really going to bring all of these to life. Okay. We are not just going to be crafting, we are going to be growing into the women that we were created to be. Okay. Now, if that sounds like something that is encouraging to you, intriguing to you, I want you to join us. All right. I want you to join us. So, I am going to go take Parker to practice. No, not practice. He's got a game. I got to take him an hour early. So I'm going to go take him to his game, come home, change, and put some warm clothes on. Maybe put on my cuddle duds underneath my sweatshirt here because um, I'm going to need it. It's it's pretty chilly out there. And our window that we were going to paint today is going to have to be pushed to next week sometime. But I'm ready to paint it, you guys. I am ready to paint it. And so we'll be doing that next week whenever the weather decides to cooperate with us. Look at the lemon. Isn't that fun? All right. Linda, I will get the link posted for my affiliate link for the Afraid Not Paint. Um, but hop over and join the workshop, you guys. These are available in the shop for anybody. Um, and so I would love to see your take on these. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of these as you are creating them. Okay. Linda, I will double check for you. All right. Send me a message so that I don't forget while I'm doing mom stuff right now. Send me a message and I will take care of you. Mary, I will double check the email for your messages. Thank you, Deborah. She says, I love all your fruit projects. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you very, very soon.